March, Syria witnessed 3 days of intense violence along its coastal regions, leaving over 1,000 people dead, including members of security forces and civilians from the Alawite community. Now, a government-appointed fact-finding committee has released its long-awaited report. The investigation confirms the scale of killing and identifies hundreds of suspects involved. Hello and welcome, I'm Shivani Singh, and today we will discuss the newly released report on the March violence along the Syria's coast, an investigation that confirms the death toll but leaves many wondering why key details including the names of the suspects are still being withheld. While the committee says Syrian commanders did not order violence, in some cases also attempted to stop it, many Syrians remain unsatisfied, pointing to lack of transparency around the suspects' identities and questioning whether justice will truly be served.
It was 60% fair, 40% it forgot or ignored some facts that we heard about and we did not see with our eyes. We only heard about them. I wished if it were expanded a little bit. What was missing is mentioning the names of suspects. They said there are 300 suspects, but we did not know who they are, so that if we see them in the street, we know how to deal with them. That's it.
The report confirms that 1,426 people were killed in the wave of violence that began with coordinated attacks on government security forces and was followed by killings of Alawite civilians, a sect closely associated with former Assad regime. While the report acknowledges the scale and brutality of the violence, it asserts that Syrian military commanders did not order the attacks and in fact allegedly attempted to stop them. The violence erupted on March 6 and continued for 3 days, primarily across Syria's coastal provinces including Latakia, home to large Alawite population. The investigation is being closely watched as a test of transparency and accountability of Syria's new leadership after the fall of Assad's government in December last year. Assad himself, an Alawite, had ruled the community for over 2 decades. Now, the findings have sparked widespread anger among Syrians, particularly because the committee did not release the names of any of the nearly 500 identified suspects. Only 31 people have been arrested so far, and many Syrians see the report as an effort to shield those who have ties with the current leadership. As per reports, the attacks were traced to men currently serving alongside Syria's new leadership, raising major concerns about a possible internal cover-up. Satellite and social media evidence from the time also verified mass killings and lootings in at least 40 locations. In Damascus, Latakia and other cities, residents say that the reports felt incomplete and vague, lacking crucial details, undermining public trust.
The facts finding in what concerns the Syrian coast was left open and no party is against another, and the results remained open. We cannot say who did this, the violations on the Syrian coast, so the results remained open.
The fact-finding report has now been referred to the courts, but whether the full report and the names of the suspects will be made public depend on the decision by interim President Ahmed Al Shara-a. He's been preaching equality before the law and protection for all sects and minorities, but citizens argue that justice is impossible without transparency. Meanwhile, new violence has erupted this month in Sweida province, where clashes between security forces, Sunni Bedouin fighters and the Druze community has reportedly left hundreds dead, prompting the formation of another fact-finding community. Syria's transitional government faces growing pressure to prove that it is not replicating the secrecy of the Assad era. The silence surrounding the names of the suspects have become central point of contention. As frustration grows, many believe that greater transparency is essential not just for accountability but also to build a lasting trust in the new system. That brings us to the end of the report. Thank you for watching. For more updates, stay tuned to Money Control. See you in the next report.